Like I honestly, I don't know why I'm getting a little emotional, but um Hi, yeah, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Segen Misghina, and in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys 5 healthy habits that have really improved my day to day, and honestly have been making me super happy. So I wanted to share them with you guys. So if you guys are interested to see what healthy habits I've adopted and what might actually help you guys watching this, continue watching. Okay, but first, let me give a major shout out to the following people right over here. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot. If you want a shout out like them, all you have to do is click the notification bell. Let me know that you're a new subscriber in the comment section down below, and I'll give you a shout out on my next video. Let's get started with healthy habit number 1. Now, this is going to be pretty tough for a lot of you guys that are watching this because I started doing this, and when I tell you, it has literally helped me so much, it's ridiculous. And that is not sleeping with my phone. So I started this back when I was doing Vlogmas during the month of December, because Vlogmas was really hectic. It was videos every day from the 1st to the 25th, and you guys can only imagine how intense that schedule is when you're creating content, editing, and then, posting content. But I had a bad habit of watching Netflix in bed. And honestly, guys, like most of you, I thought watching Netflix on my phone while I'm in bed to kind of fall asleep was not really hurting me or being detrimental in any way. But when I tell you guys, ever since putting my phone away, even in a different room, it really has changed my sleeping patterns. So here's how I did it, because I know most of you guys watching this probably do sleep with their phone in bed, whether you're watching Netflix, whether you're scrolling on TikTok, which I did a lot. I just had to stop that bad habit because it was reflecting on my day-to-day the next morning, and I did not like how groggy I was feeling. I didn't like how anxious I was feeling, how irritated I was feeling, but it was because of the lack of sleep I was having the night before. So what I started doing was I started putting the phone in the bathroom. So because it was in the bathroom, I wouldn't have it in arm's reach. And I then started building this habit of getting up in the morning after my alarm would go off, because I know a lot of you guys watching this have the excuse in your head well, my phone's my alarm clock and stuff like that, which we'll get to in a minute. But like you, I needed my alarm to go off on my phone, so I would have the phone in the bathroom, and once the alarm went off in the bathroom, it would force me to get up, use the bathroom, brush my teeth, and start my morning. So it was kind of tricking me into starting my day when my alarm went off, as opposed to hitting the snooze button and falling back asleep. Now, that was when my phone acted as my alarm. So what I decided to do was buy a $10 or $20 alarm clock from Amazon, and that was my alarm, because my excuse with having the phone in bed with me was because it was my alarm clock. So I figured, you know what, if that's the case, buy yourself an alarm clock and have that as an alarm clock, and leave your phone in an entirely different room. So that's what I've been doing, and I promise you guys, I haven't been able to sleep with my phone in bed, and I feel so much better in the morning. My eyes are not strained. I just feel so good. If you're watching this and you don't have an alarm clock and you're really set on no, I need my phone with me because it's my alarm, put it in a different room and then see how you feel. It was really hard in the beginning because I was very used to hitting that snooze button a couple of times in the morning, but after about a week, I just got into the habit of okay, this is my routine. This is what's happening. I'm gonna get up in the morning, start my day, start on my coffee, journal, and go about my business. But trust and believe, putting the phone in a different room, not sleeping with it in bed was a huge change for me, and it's only resulted in good things. So try it out. I know it's going to be tough for a lot of you guys watching this, but trust me, it's really good. Okay, so speaking of mornings, number 2 is a short and sweet one because I've talked about this quite often, but it's journaling. Again, this goes without saying, I like to use the 5-minute journal every morning and every night, but every morning it kind of just sets the tone of my day. It kind of gets my mind into thinking about positive things as opposed to thinking about, okay, well, what's everybody saying on Twitter? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the weather like? Or whatever we get distracted with first thing in the morning. I like to kind of set the tone with what I'm grateful for and what I want the day to be. Like, I want to be the judge of that as opposed to somebody's tweet or somebody's opinion on the news or something like that. You know what I mean? So I decided to take it upon myself and start journaling every morning and every night. And I've made that commitment for almost a year. It's going to be a year in April, end of April. And guys, I feel like I'm the biggest advocate when it comes to 5-minute journaling because I was so turned off by it because I was just like, oh no, I'm not really into that. Leave me alone. But it's been great. So I would highly encourage it. I will leave links to an alarm clock, a 5-minute journal in the description box below, so make sure you guys check that out. But I've talked about journaling in past videos that I'll link on this screen and in the description box as well. Okay, so speaking of having an alarm clock as opposed to my phone, starting to journal in the morning as opposed to getting distracted on social media first thing, the third thing is actually having a well-balanced routine. So as you guys know, I upload on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So that leaves Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to do things like work out, do more content planning, and things like that. Giving myself more structure on my YouTube channel, it's kind of given I've given myself the freedom to do things outside of just kind of procrastinating and thinking of like, oh, like I have to record. I haven't recorded in a month. I haven't recorded in 2 weeks or 3 days. After giving myself a schedule when it comes to my YouTube, when it comes to my workouts, when it comes to content planning and things like that, it's been literally putting my mind at ease because I know things are going to get done and when they're going to get done. So lately, it's been early nights. On average, I like to be in bed by like 11, no later than like 12. I just can't. Like, I used to be a night owl for a while because I used to procrastinate when it came to recording content for my channel and things like that. But after having this structure and this plan, I just have a standard. That's what it is. I just have a standard when it comes to taking care of myself. And I've learned and appreciated sleep so much more now than before. So I like to have an early start to the morning and an early end to the night because I can't be up at like the late hour. Like I just can't. I don't know. I just can't. Trust and believe I would be up until 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes filming content, and it's not fun. Like it's agony. Like that's like the perfect word to describe what my experience is when I'm filming content so late or so early in the morning and then having to take a quick nap and then edit and then post that video. Like I don't want to live that life anymore. Like I just can't. So doing these healthy habits have led me to not going back to that nonsense. So again, this can apply to anything, whether it's schoolwork, whether it's, a lot of us are working from home still. So again, you can apply this to everything. My only thing is, it's like, I've learned to not freak out about, oh my God, like what's happening tomorrow, and really trying to balance what I can control right now and not obsess over things that I can't control, if that makes sense. So before I get into number 4, I just want to leave off number 3 with this one thing that has been like my mantra, like don't obsess over things you can't control. Like I honestly, I don't know why I'm getting a little emotional, but I would be that type of person that would obsess over things that I had zero control over. Because in my mind, like, I play a trick in my head thinking, like, I can control this. Like, I can, like, somehow make this, like, into something that it's not. But when I'm stuck in a situation where it's like, oh my God, like, this is a tough situation to be in, but I have zero control of the matter, I just literally take a step back and be like, wait, I have zero control, but let me control what I can control. This is not one of them, so let me focus on the ones that I can. Do you get what I mean? I hope that makes sense, because that has been like a huge, like, I hope it helps you guys that are watching this, because I try to share that with my friends, my family, and stuff like that, and it's almost like a eureka moment. It's like, oh my God, yeah, that's so true. Because you really gotta think about it. Like, do I have control over the situation? You don't. So move on. Like, that's it. It's letting go. It's liberating. It's a great feeling. All right, so let's move on to number 4. All right, so a little lighthearted. Number 4 is drinking a ton of water. I shared this in my 10 essentials, but very like lightly, but I've been drinking a ton of water. I am this close to like buying those huge gallon water bottles. I saw it at the dollar store. I was like, maybe I should buy it, but I decided not to, because it's just too big. It's too obnoxious. And I like my water ice cold. I don't like water just sitting there. Like, I just can't do it. But I've been drinking a ton of water. I committed to having 1 cup of coffee, but also having a cup of water with the cup of coffee, but only having that 1 cup of coffee a day, and then having water throughout the rest of the day. I don't really like soda. I don't like juice and things like that. It's definitely on occasion that I'll have like soft drinks and stuff like that, but on a day-to-day basis, it's water all day, every day. I've been seeing a bit of a difference when it comes to drinking water, especially with my skin. Like, sometimes I'll have hormonal like breakouts and stuff like that, but for the most part, I haven't had a breakout in a really long time. But I think it's because I've committed to drinking so much water. So the 5th and final healthy habit is actually taking a step back and consuming content. As much as I love being a YouTuber, I love watching YouTube. Like, I really consume YouTube on an everyday basis, and I love watching people's channels and seeing their content and stuff like that, and really taking it for what it is. Like, not feeling like, oh, I need to like run and do this, or I have to hop on this trend, or whatever the case may be. It's really like taking a step back and really enjoying my time watching their content. And it's outside of YouTube as well. Like, when I shared my January favorites, I shared 2 shows on Netflix, and I haven't really done that in a really long time. I haven't watched a new show on Netflix or Prime Video in a really long time. And lately I've been taking evenings off. Like, I've been, not entire evenings off, but like an hour or 2 of a break, and just enjoying a show on Netflix, and really not feeling anxious of going back to work, and or feeling like, oh my God, I'm wasting so much time watching Netflix, and just really talking bad to myself about trying to enjoy something nice. Like, you know what I mean? So I've been loving that. If you guys didn't catch that January favorites video, I'll link it right over here and in the description box below. But I love having a bit of leisure time, a bit of TLC, like watching movies, watching shows, and just having a good time watching it, and not having my mind wander of like, oh my God, Segen, you could be doing this, or oh my God, Segen, you could be doing that. It's like, nah. And quite honestly, it gives me more energy. It gives me more ideas of creating content with you guys, being more energized in front of the camera with you. It is something I neglected in the past, but now have come to the realization that, hey, it's okay to pick up a book and read a chapter or 2. It's okay to watch a movie, even a movie you've watched before years ago, and having a chuckle, or seeing what's new on Netflix and watching an episode, and then leaving another episode for the next day. Like, just things like that. I feel like the underlying message that I want to get across is talking kind to yourself. That has literally changed so much for me. And that's what allowed me to feel like, okay, yeah, it's okay to watch a movie. It's okay to watch YouTube. It's okay to, be on TikTok from time to time and stuff like that. I feel like once I started talking kind to myself, it's allowed me to have like the time to do it all. Like I can have time to do YouTube. I can have time to consume YouTube. I could have time to watch a new show on Netflix and still have time to plan content and everything else that goes beyond having this channel. So that is what I really want to share with you guys. I feel so relieved kind of sharing this with you because I'm hoping it actually helps one of you guys that are watching this. But I'm gonna end the video right over here. I hope you enjoyed this one. I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want a shout out on Thursday's video, all you have to do is click the notification bell. Let me know that you're a new subscriber in the comment section down below, and I'll give you a shout out on my next video. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye!